Well, today's a pretty exciting day for me. It looks like that Modern Horizons 2 box came in just on time, and it came along with my Ultimate Guard Flip and Tray mat case for my playmat and my dice and stuff. That's going to pair really well with the Game Genic box that I have. This is my current deck box, the Stronghold. I think it's the 200 or whatever. It's a pretty nice case, so the Flip and Tray mat will pair pretty good with that. You can see this has a spot for 2 decks, and I'm going to use the middle for tokens, and then I can use the dice tray on the Flip and Tray mat case for my dice and tokens, or not tokens, dice and +1/+1 counters and stuff like that. So then I've always got dice, and I always have counters with me when I go to play, regardless of what deck case I get, because I plan on having more than just that Game Genic Stronghold. So this thing's going to work out really nice. Like, I really didn't like the matte tubes. They seemed kind of cheap to me, and I just wasn't really into it. And this seems like a really nice premium product. I'm not going to buy one for every mat that I have. It'll just be whatever mat I'm bringing to the game store, which currently I only have one mat. That's going to be the mat that goes in there. And yeah, so I'm really stoked about the Flip and Tray mat case. I'm really stoked about the Modern Horizons 2. But I also picked up a Cabaretti Cacophony Streets of New Capenna Commander deck. I'm going to use this hopefully as foundations for a Ginny Fey dog and cat token creation Commander deck. We'll see how that goes. Like, I have no idea what I'm doing with Commander. I watch videos, but I've never even played it. So I'm going to try to pull a deck together, and as far as I understand, this will have a lot of the staples, the cheaper staples that I'm going to require. Maybe not so much staples, but it's going to have stuff that I need to build a deck. Because right now I just have a whole random cacophony, no pun intended, of stuff from Commander Legends, from the 2 pre-releases of New Capenna that I went to. I went to a draft of New Capenna. I opened that box in Neon Dynasty. Prior to that, I opened a whole bunch of random booster packs off camera. So I have like just a random pile of cards right now. The only things that I have that are really directed towards anything is my burn deck that I have for Modern, which I bought enough cards to make it Pioneer legal as well. And that's like the only cards that I have, or deck that I have, stuff that I have that's really like directed at one thing. So now I have that Commander deck. I'm going to do a pack opening here in a minute of Modern Horizons 2 and of the Commander 2-card, what's it called? Collector's Booster Preview Pack, whatever it is. I'm going to open that along with a pack of Modern Horizons 2. So stay tuned. So quickly, here's a closer look at that Ultimate Guard mat tray. I know I don't have the best camera setup here for box openings and stuff, and that's why I didn't bother doing a box opening for any of this. I swear I'll work on that, but it's a pretty nice unit. This little tray isn't as big as I thought it would be, but it'll hold dice. It'll hold as many dice as I'm really gonna need. It seems like a pretty nice unit. I really like the Xenoskin outer on the Ultimate Guard case. I haven't had anything like premium from them with the Xenoskin on it before. It's definitely as good as Game Genic's outer. They are definitely different from one another, and I like them a lot more than like the faux leather that's on a lot of things. So I think I'll stick with Ultimate Guard and Game Genic simply for that. And like Ultra Pro, their mat and stuff is good, and they have like obviously some good things, but Game Genic and Ultimate Guard seem really good. I've been using the Ultimate Guard Katana sleeves, and they seem really good, so yeah. Anyway, I'm really excited to crack into this set booster box, which like I've never even opened a set booster box before. So that's cool. I used to crack booster boxes back in the day, but that was long before set boosters were a thing. So hopefully one day I can get a collector booster box. I was considering getting one in Neon Dynasty, but Modern Horizons 2 is just so much more, I don't know, appealing, I guess, to me than Neon Dynasty is. New Capenna is pretty cool, but I don't see the value there in a collector booster box of it. But speaking of New Capenna, let's see what we have here in our New Capenna collector sample booster pack, whatever you want to call it. Apparently these are 2 cards. I don't really know what to expect. Hopefully I'm pleasantly surprised. This thing really doesn't open very nicely, I'll say that much. I feel like I've gotten relatively proficient at opening boosters, and that was kind of a mess. Alright, so we have a Scheming Fence, and I guess that's in Borderless, and a Maestro's Charm. Oh yeah, they don't have gilded foils in these, so it's just a Maestro's Charm. I don't know what the treatment is called, but it's foil. It's hard to tell with these New Capenna cards. Like the professor was saying, the foils are not very bright, but it is what it is. That was basically a freebie with my commander deck as far as I'm concerned. I'm pretty stoked with the rest of the commander deck, so yeah, a freebie. What do we got in our Modern Horizons pack? Well, there we go. That's how a pack should open. That was beautiful. Magnificent opening. We have our art card. We have a basic land, Swamp. A Jade Avenger. Goblin Anarchomancer. Slagwood's Bridge. Junk. Tap land. Rift Sower. Gargadon. Here we got our uncommons starting. Sweep the Skies. Oh, is that a mythic? A Mythic Endurance. Sithis Harvest's Hand. One of those sketch rares. Patchwork Gnomes. Blacksmith's Skill in the retro border. And a foil rare Priest of Fell Rites. Well, that wasn't a bad pack to start it off. A mythic, a foil rare, and a sketch rare. That was awesome. Nothing, no fetch lands yet, but I don't expect that out of the first pack. But 2 rares and a mythic. That if that's any indicator of how this box is going to go, I'm pretty stoked. Well, I'll see you on the next one. Have a good one. So I was just going through those cards real quick on MTG Goldfish, you know, as I do after I'm done making the video, and I found out that Endurance is actually the 3rd most expensive card in Modern Horizons 2. I did not realize. I was so blinded by the fetch lands and Ragavan that I didn't realize that I just pulled a $40 card. And with the other 2 cards being a couple bucks, that's a pretty wild first pack. So yeah, there's that. Again, have yourself a good one. I know I am.